Okay, we'll start in 1 minute. Yes, got under here. Okay. Good evening and warm welcome to Brother Joe and brothers and sisters around the globe to Wondrous Lotus Sutra discussion. Before we start, before we start, let us invite Brother Joe to lead us in paying homage to Triple Gems. Let us pay our respects to these teachings and explanations to the Buddha and Master Cheng Yen by making 3 sincere bows. Please rise, palms together. First bow. Second bow. Third bow. Here we have a special session. We call it Cozy Session with Brother Joe. And let us hand over to
Good evening. Thank you, Sister Lily. Sorry, now it's getting heavy and thunderstorm. Good evening, Brother Joe and all the brothers and sisters on board today. I'm grateful to have this opportunity to be the facilitator for tonight's cozy session with Brother Joe regarding our diligence activities during the Chinese New Year. That is, it's an impromptu. Everyone can share the call. So for me, just let me share my screen here. What I've been doing with a group of sisters during this Chinese New Year. Let me share. Good evening, brothers and sisters again. For me, during the Chinese New Year, I've been involved in some veggie promo under the group Pure Heart Veggie promo, right? So we have been doing twice to create awareness among the public. So not wasting any time to seize the moment every Saturday to meet the public. These are some of the activities that we are doing together with all the brothers and sisters here. So the Pure Veggie promo is according to Master is our mission in Tzu Chi to create awareness and to encourage more people to embrace plant-based diet. So this is and during our veggie promo, we also inculcate our sign language performance into the public, and many people were amazed and would like to know more. So Pure Heart Veggie promo, despite the COVID, with the rising number of cases lately, 32,000, 33,000. In the beginning,
Sister Lily need to mute herself. Sister Lily.
We are uncertain, but we move on. We started from 20 bantals in the beginning, outside a mini mart, and now after from 33 to 36 sessions, we have encountered that we have overcome the fear in speaking or talking vegetarianism to the public. Instead, we feel joy and have the passion to do it every weekend. So we have reached out to more than 33 volunteers from other communities. It's the first time that we cross borders to make this veggie promo borderless. This is one of the objectives, and the public have warmed up to this veggie initiative. So we go together during this Chinese New Year. At the same time, we do hold our daily prayers at 1:30 and 9:30 every day. And then during these prayers, we have these names being submitted to us for prayers. Should they fall sick, we hope that pray for their recovery. We have these names being submitted to us for prayers. Should they fall sick, we hope that pray for their recovery. So another and the post sharing, listening to Master's wisdom at dawn. I believe this is also to enhance and to strengthen our faith and to walk the path with more steadfastness and confidence as we go out to promote or to meet the public or going into among the masses. So it's through experiential learning, then only we can apply the Dharma teachings and therefore can refine ourselves. So we feel all of us here in this group that join us every day. Feel free to join us because we also attain joy in listening to Dharma and to the sharing from everyone. Another activity that is we never give up is our weekly online lotus flowers study, Klebang. So over here, we started as hearers, many of us, and then solitary realizers, and then we aspire to be bodhisattva, and maybe one day our ultimate goal is to become that. So during these book studies, we have public that coming in to join us, and so there's we share among ourselves to feel the bond, and with this during the Chinese New Year, we decrease the indolence because among our brothers and sisters here, we work together, we work along with each other and hold our hands together, and therefore we from time to time is able to strengthen our faith, renew our vows, and also to remember our initial aspiration. One master says, we must seize every second to do what is meaningful in life. So another activities during this Chinese New Year, all these activities have enhanced our growth, our wisdom. So as comparable, let's normal times. I believe that we don't have reached out to the public so easily because we don't have the personal bond with them, the face-to-face interaction with them. So during this COVID-19, we find that there are many possibilities coming up, new dimensions that we wish from those limited, pushing the limits of possibilities to make new dimensions in our bodhisattva path. So we, like what Master says, we need people to promote the way as the way of the path to promote people. So along with all the brothers and sisters here, during these two activities that we have been doing quite often, I believe we are on the middle path, also experiencing the 6 parameters. Together we learn and together we hold our hands. So like what James always tells us, do more, we gain more. If we do less, we thought we will lose less, but actually masters tell us that we do less, we lose more. So our mission as Tzu Chi members is to purify people's mind in our society. So let there be harmony and unity with the. This is a this is a mission that I want. And also I want here to bring a very promote borderless, crossing borders, crossing communities. Everyone can join. So thank you for listening. Now during these activities here, we have some transformation from a few sisters here who also diligently join us. So now, without much ado, we shall invite Sister Wang Tzu Chi. Would you like to share first?
Okay, guys.
Sorry. So this is the Cosy session. I feel free to share.
感恩 Sister Effie for the most wonderful sharing. Okay. Good day, Brother Joe, brothers and sisters.感恩 for joining us on board. Yeah, indeed, we can see how diligent Sister Effie is. Okay, let me share what activities I did during Chinese New Year. Okay, from beginning. Okay, sorry. Okay. So recently, we hear from Masters on chapter 6. Indeed, this resonates closely with what the activities they have done during Chinese New Year. Masters mentioned that the true Dharma is to go among people, create good affinities, and benefiting others. This Chinese New Year is the most packed for me. Like every day, from cooking, most at my in-law house, a vegetarian, with my sister-in-law. I'm very grateful because I have a sister-in-law who is very passionate in cooking, promoting vegetarian. I also have chance to meet up my friends, my colleagues, and during this time also I also bring my mom back to her hometown and visit her relative. So that's skillful means I can see a lot of joy in my mother's side, my mother to visit her relative, because in the past during Chinese New Year normally I don't really spend that much time with her. Bringing her back to hometown, I could see the difference. Even for my mother-in-law, bringing her around, simple traveling that already bring much joy to her. Master said believing in the past means making best use of the present in each moment, using this body to benefit not only ourselves but others. Today's episodes, I believe most of us who listen would have felt a lot very deeply, particularly on this. The word the deep darkness is particularly very severe, very dark, until there's no principle can go inside there. But who can benefit these suffering beings that are in the deep darkness? Master said the radiance of the bodhisattva body shines into these places of deep darkness. It's inside the sutra. It's by Buddha. Means that people they are willing to go inside and relieve the suffering of these people. They can bring the light to shine upon the suffering in the darkness. Sorry, let me see. Why is there back? Okay. Okay. During this this New Year, a young friend of my daughter, she walked all the way from her house 11:30, left it to the child. Maybe it's nothing, just because a disagreement with the parents, and she felt that the parents could not understand what she had in mind. So the young girl decided to leave the house and walk to my house. It's very far. It's quite a distance. I think that day recently, Wednesday, I brought Sister Lily and Effie. We passed through that area. Both of them were so shocked. I still shiver every time I go to that area, remembering that midnight. She walked all the way to my house. I think reached my house around the morning 3 something. Fortunately, she was safe. Otherwise, I regret it's a lifetime punishment. The radiant, I guess here the reading is that she felt that my daughter could be helpful to her. That's why she seek the help of my daughter, and fortunately it's a good ending because later we managed to talk to both the parents and the child, and they are joining Tzu Chi, the education side. So hopefully with the great love from everyone, we could slowly guide this the parents and the child back. Actually, in fact, the parents love the child a lot, but sometimes young children during that moment, that spur of thoughts, if they think that they cannot like, there's no simple thing, they think that there's no hope, so they choose this road, but this road path was so severe darkness. I felt that at that point of time it must be the most severe darkness for her. Fortunately, maybe from far away she felt there's this radiance. Okay, moving on, during the last day of Chinese New Year, that morning, Master shared this story of this Alan, this leprosy patient. Master actually talked about the Lawson Yang Lao Yan at the leprosy center at Taiwan. At the same time, Master also shared stories of Malaysia leprosy center. So when Master shared this picture, it reminded me of this person that we used to care many years ago at Sungai Buloh, and we decided to pay her a visit. without any didn't check, because we know during COVID, the hospital is closed. Not only this hospital, many other hospitals as well, but we just tried our luck and we brought along this Lo Sang. It's quite famous in Malaysia. All of us it's like everyone stir all the dishes up for good health, for all the good blessings. And indeed, the hospital is still closed, but the nurses are very kind. They somehow it's very, we didn't wear Tzu Chi uniform because it was a spur of a moment, and we thought maybe just go as a friendly visit. The other lady, the second picture, Amoy, we call her Amoy Moy. One of the she joined this place when she was very young because of this sickness, and after that she missed the parents so much, especially the father. So every time she see this Tzu Chi brother, this particular brother, she will call him Dad, Papa. So this Amoy, I haven't seen her for many years because I didn't go this place for quite some time. She looked at me and asked me, "Where is Papa?" Wow, I told Sister Epi, see, without uniform, she can recognize that we have Tzu Chi volunteers. And we are very grateful, very happy that this lady, Alan, that mustn't showed during the 7 o'clock morning volunteers talk, she's still there. No? She's still surviving, because we know that a lot of patients people staying there. A lot of them are at the advanced age. Slowly one gone, one after another. So we pass her the red packet and told her that it's from Master, and all of us remember her and like, 加油, 加油, hang on there. We hope stay healthy, and we hope that soon the pandemic can be over and we can visit you soon. Of course, Sister, I think Sister Effie also mentioned about this veggie promo that never ends. Really, indeed, during Chinese New Year, not only we didn't stop. There are more people, young volunteers as well. You can see the young volunteers joining us. And maybe I share this this
in our life. There are a lot of memories with your side today. You are like our angel, guiding us the way.
So this, even though there are only 2 persons, we still show them this sign language song. Thank you.
Thank you.
To thank them for giving us this chance. It's in Mandarin. We will explain in try our best to explain in English.
The world is beautiful because of both of you. We are very thankful to you. Because of you.
And you can see the lady start tearing up. The young lady, she was so touched.
I love community in a...
Indeed, as Master said, sincerity will touch people's heart. Never lose that. At the same time, we also shared the sign language song with this, and as well as the 3 no's. There's no one I don't love, don't believe, and don't trust. Each time we display these songs, the public, they will be very curious and love to, and they wish to learn how to do this and what really it means. It's always very amazing. They say they're very touched by these 3 no's. So indeed, they see Masters teaching, even though it sounds simple, but it's not easy to. For these 3 no's, not everyone can do up to that level, but it touches a lot of publics and they wishes to learn. So indeed, the sign language can let the teachings penetrate the hearts. It's always very powerful. As Sister Epi said, the post-sharing Xinpa didn't stop noon prayers, as well as the Pian-Di Kaihua. So a few groups of the lotus blooming, we still shared during Chinese New Year. It's like a family gathering, and everyone shared the heartwarming stories during New Year and what we learned. We also still listen to Master's teaching and share our applications in everyday life. This, for those, I'm not sure if for those who haven't heard of Kaohsiung online book study by teacher Ming of Taiwan. In the past, it used to be in Mandarin, and maybe some who can't understand Mandarin thinks that I can't join. It's on Wednesday, but it's recorded in YouTube. But since last year, 2020, it's already in many languages. Here we can see it's joined by Malaysian volunteers as well. Singapore, there's this English group in English, Singapore, Malaysia, they join one team. And then this Cantonese, we also have in Cantonese, as well as in Bahasa Malaysia, Malay language. For those who can't understand in Malaysia, normally we can understand one of it, or either one of it or all of it. I think at least which Malaysian can speak at least 2 languages. But this can benefit many others. So do promote this. We hope that more can join this platform because there are many, many good speakers. Teacher Mei called Mei Lao Shi invited. So Mei Lao Shi, that was in 2020 when she started this COVID means translation, voice over. So we listened to the translation. Then in last year, after receiving master's blessings, Teacher Mei has started the written translation. So in Malaysia side, we also joined the English and the Malay translation, where every week for Malay side they are more blessed. Every week they will have a few few pieces to translate, and we will pass it to Teacher Mei. For English, we take turns because globally there are many countries who could do this. So for us, we only do it once a month. So recently we have this gathering with Teacher Mei, all the global translator, be it voice over or the type the words. All of us gather together and have this gathering. It's like a cozy session. Everyone is we are not required to do any PowerPoint, but merely to share. But of course, that's why Master said this one must give us this opportunity. We keep training ourselves. When things comes up, we are ready. Like Teacher Mei always said, it's not because we see hope, but then only we start to do it. It's because we start doing it, then we see hope. That's why during the gathering, we could, even though the notice was given, I think within 1 week, but we could immediately come up with this sign language. Maybe we share a short clipping of this here, also to Gan-en, to express our deepest gratitude to everyone who joined today's session. This was done in less than 1 week, and everyone was so amazed.
我们是高雄线上读书会代表英语、马来语、淡米尔语及粤语口译和笔译代表。我们在这里，我们祝福大家新年快乐，万事如意，平安吉祥。
Happy Chinese New Year! May this new year bring immense joy, success, peace, and blessings.
Selamat Tahun Baru Cina. Semoga tahun baru membawa kegembiraan, kejayaan, keselamatan, dan kebahagiaan kepada semua.
இன புத்தாண்டு வாழ்த்துக்கள். இந்த புத்தாண்டு மகிழ்ச்சி, வெற்றி, அமைதி மற்றும் ஆசீர்வாதம் எல்லாத்துக்கும் கொடுக்க வேண்டும். சீன புத்தாண்டு வாழ்த்துக்கள்.
谢谢你，感谢有你，世界更美丽。送给你小星星，送你花一朵。你在我生命中太多的感动，你是我的天使，一路指引我。无论岁月变幻，爱你唱成歌。听我说谢谢你。
Okay, sorry, due to time, I think I better stop now. So because we have many other sharers, I can share this video later. How could we manage it in less than 1 week? It's because we have started training since 2020. We are trained by Sister YY, she will be sharing later. So that's why Gan-en for this, we keep, that's what, as what Master always train us, the diligence part, keep doing it, then we will be good. Like Mei Yun also said, it's because we have started earlier, we keep doing it, that's why we see hope. Not because we see hope, that only we start. So ending this with these two very good clippings done by Sister Stephanie. Believing in the past means we make best use of our present. Once we seize the present, then we can continue it on into the future. And we hope that all our minds are beautiful, the surrounding, because if our minds are beautiful, then the surrounding we see will be very beautiful. So we hope that each of us will see all the places as dignified places, because it means our minds are in harmony. Okay, Gan-en, with that, back to you, Sister Effie. Gan-en.
Sister Tzu Chi, for her diligence, as all of us can witness, she's very diligent and inviting us for your wonderful sharing. Now, just now I have received a message that a sister is willing to share right now. She is none other than our Pure Heart translation translator, who provide us the translation even on the first day of Lunar New Year. Let us now listen to Sister Hui Ying. Welcome on board, Sister Huang. The floor is yours.
Good evening, Sister Effie, Sister Tzu Chi, and all the sisters, brothers on board. I didn't really do Tzu Chi activities during New Year. That's why when I was asked to share, I kind of a blank in my mind. I don't know what to share. But then one thing came to my mind actually that I think I could just share in 5 minutes. I remember it was on the first day of Chinese New Year. So I was at home, and then what was I doing? I was doing something on the computer, and then it was in the afternoon, and then I heard this very sorrowful cry, like very sorrowful cry from a dog, right? So and that cry usually I would hear this kind of cries sometimes, but then but then you know, I thought that maybe some dog maybe got bitten by the master or the owner, you know, and then it stopped. Usually it stopped. But then this cry, it prolonged for so long that it just wrenched your heart, you know. It's like, oh my God, something is going on. So then I ran out of, well, I didn't run. I kind of walked out of the house to really listen to what happened. And then I heard the cry, but I don't know where the cry came from. And then the cry did not stop. And then I followed the cry. I walked out of the house, and then I came to this. So you can see this picture here. It's my neighbor's. This dog is someone else's dog, right? And this dog is a male dog. Bear in mind, I'm not talking about some Dharma activities here. I'm just barely like sharing a story that happened on the first day of my Chinese New Year. So, but it's actually it has something to do with Dharma, because why? Because you know, you hear the cries of suffering beings, but this is also the cries of suffering beings. This is the cry of a dog. So, okay, so then I went there and I saw this male dog. This male dog is a dog that is very compassionate. Why? Because this male dog is here to look for his companion. He has a girlfriend, a female dog, in this house, right? The owner of this house is not there because they went to UK. But then this gate here, they left the gate closed, right? But then there's a little latch at this little small door here that could open up. The small latch, it could open up. And the dog is very intelligent. So the male dog actually wants to look for the female dog, right? Because they always like every day they go to the market, you know, walk around like, and then like very like couple pakto like that, you know. So then but this female dog, unfortunately, she died. She died, and the owner buried it in the ground, like in the ground somewhere, you know, the lawn here, right, in the picture. And then he wanted to get in, right? And he tried to unlatch the little the latch, and he tried to, you know, his body could go in, right? His body could go in, but then he got stuck at the hind leg. So it was so painful. And could you imagine like you are hung upside down, like, you know, like when the chicken is slaughtered and then they hung upside down, right? So then this little guy here, poor guy here, hung upside down with the little hind leg stuck to the little latch there. And then the more he struggles, the more painful he is. So then I rushed there, I ran there, and then that time this little tong sampa, the rubbish bin here is not there. He was so painful that he lost his mind completely. If you just touch him, he'll bite you. So he lost his mind completely. And then luckily, story ends short, we struggled there. We tried to pull his little hind leg out of the ledge, but we couldn't. We tried to help him for like 45 minutes. We couldn't. At last, fortunately, then there was a vet that stayed nearby, and then I went to the vet, and then the vet wasn't there, but the family was there, and then luckily, fortunately, just coincidentally, that they have this tranquilizer dose in the car, and then the doctor says, okay, let's administer that dog tranquilizer, let it calm down, let it sleep, and then only then you can pull the hind leg off of the hole. So otherwise, if you touch him, then he'll bite you, right? It's very dangerous. So the moral of the story is that, I hope 5 minutes. The moral of the story is that when you hear the cry, and you just naturally will want to reach out. And luckily, we reach out, and the neighbors too came out, even though it's public holiday, even though it's a rest day, but everyone just tried to save this little poor dog. Yeah, that's all my sharing. Thank you very much.
Sharing some happening about the love, the language of compassion of Tzu Chi is language of compassion. Yeah, so we
Can't hear you, Sister Effie.
Sorry. I was saying in Tzu Chi's world, we are speaking in a language of compassion. Yeah. So right now, Kanan, for your wonderful sharing here. And now we shall invite, I believe, Sister Wai, anything to share with us? Sister Wai?
Okay, Sister Effie.
After you, I believe you have a lot of things to share with the transformation of Sister Chong Su Jing as well. Let us listen to Sister Wai now.
Sister Effie. Just a very short one, because it's a cozy session. Good evening, Brother Joe, brothers and sisters. Glad still have the opportunity to share the happy moments and joyful feeling of Chinese New Year. Though Chinese New Year has already over for about a month. Something I did differently this Chinese New Year as compared to the years before are, firstly, I managed to visit my aunties and uncles whom I had not been seeing for years since the onset of the pandemic. So we really cherish the moments of being together. Then very grateful for the affinity of being part of the translation team in sending Chinese New Year greetings to Kaohsiung book study. Now let us watch this short video clip which Sister Tzu Chi has also shared. We are so thankful to Sister Pei Fang, who is ever willing to lend us her helping hand on this. Let's see.
我们是高雄线上读书会代表英语、马来语、淡米尔语及粤语口译和笔译代表。我们在这里，我们祝福大家新年快乐，万事如意，平安吉祥。
Happy Chinese New Year! May this new year bring immense joy, success, peace, and blessings.
Selamat Tahun Baru Cina. Semoga tahun baru membawa kegembiraan, kejayaan, keselamatan, dan kebahagiaan kepada semua.
இன புத்தாண்டு வாழ்த்துக்கள். இந்த புத்தாண்டு மகிழ்ச்சி, வெற்றி, அமைதி மற்றும் ஆசீர்வாதம் எல்லாத்துக்கும் கொடுக்க வேண்டும். சீன புத்தாண்டு வாழ்த்துக்கள்.
谢谢你，感谢有你，世界更美丽。
And another thing, okay, And another thing that I did during Chinese New Year was the BBT and video recording of Sister Chong Siu Jin for her sharing last month together with Pure Heart Sign Language team. The idea for the recording came about after knowing that Sister Chong Siu Jin actually can talk despite having the hearing issue. This was discovered when she first joined our veggie promo activity. It's indeed a very pleasant surprise to all of us. So the idea of recording is also to ensure that the sharing is more structured within the time allocated. So we tested it out, and the outcome seemed to be very encouraging. So let's watch this very short video clip, which we have tested it out.
Good day, brother and sister. I am Tzu Chi from Malaysia.
Okay, brothers and sisters, that's all about my sharing tonight. Thank you for listening. Now over to Sister Effie. And
Sister YY for accompanying and walking along and holding Sister Chong Siu Jin's hand can transform her to Zoom and in such a short time. So during this Chinese New Year, I believe all of us have grown together and rejoice in each other's growth. I believe Chong Siu Jin have some videos to show us, right? Because she
Good day,
also watch this actively the bamboo and in our veggie promo that 3 times have joined us since my first invitation. So I've been inviting her, and she come all the way so far away, half an hour's public transport over here. So you can see her diligence during the Chinese New Year. That us all give her the support, and hold her hands tightly. And Sister YY, anything to help her?
Sister Chong Siu Jin, can please start sharing. Sister Chong Siu Jin, Sister Lily, can please check whether Sister Chong Siu Jin has been.
Good evening, Brother Joe, brother and sister. So happy again. I am the first chair left to church at Holland Drama Talk last month. First time, there was pressure from other areas joined with you. There to share some of the activity I taken part in. In fact, my friends who do not go with it. Agama saya to be with it. It's like a brain cleaner of the in all. Then I kita happy dengan me John pura ha beki common some kita allow me to get more better for better how I talk more meat before now. Taking 95% repeat. I write the puppet below the animal. Please do not take them for food. Momentum bamboo man. Then I teacher to King who welcome me. Your drama, their book.
晨钟起，讯发香，阵阵路香，冉冉绕四方。云来急如海回，得向大 好像妙法入心相。
Your daily prediction 1:30 at night.
Let us pray for peace in our land. Keep our hearts from sorrows and pain. Bless us all with joy and hope. Love and care for each one in this world.
Then my sister Effie, who invented me John for silent system. Thank you is the first song I learned. Now can to share what I have learned here.
送给你小星星，送你。
家属家。
Sister Tzu Chi, Tzu Chi. Sister Tzu Chi. Sister Lily, can please check whether the mic is unmuted.
Yeah, Sister YY, her mic is unmuted.
Okay. Sister Tzu Chi, are you ready? Oh, okay. If not, then maybe I try to support here. Yeah. First time actually seeing this is Sister Chong Siu Chin's observation. This is the first time seeing many volunteers from other areas joining this veggie promo together. It's not just confined to any specific community. Okay, and this is the special, a bit special last 2 weeks where they involve a little bit of joyful dancing.
Give me a smile. I will stay by your side when you're worried. Lift your head up. In your tears.
Okay. Yeah, and I think through all these veggie promote activities, we can see Sister Chung Siu Chin is full of Dharma joy. Yeah, back to Sister Effie.
And Sister YY and Sister Tzu Chi with the diligence, and you can see that in such a short time, less than 3 months,
Sorry, Sister Effie, not loud enough, Sister. Can
I would like to say that in such a short time, less than 3 months, we are able to walk together and rejoice together in Sister Chong Siu Chin's. At last, she found her passion. At last, she felt that she was being comforted by all, and all the brothers and sisters here. We are all demonstrating one family. So we go along, and beginning her myself. She said she can't speak. She hear, and but during our daily Xinfa Xiang, we can feel. I'm able to feel her things, and she joined. And yesterday, the 0303, we encourage her to share. She seems like she can hear me when I call her out and ask her some questions, and she shared on the spot, yesterday, so she can speak very fluently and continually. So imagine the transformation of another sister. So never give up. Give our love to everyone who walk along with them. This is what we are doing. And so感恩 for sisters YY's company, and感恩 to Sister Chong Siu Chin for her diligence and her belief and faith in us. entrusting us, holding her hands together. Now we shall now invite Brother Cosy from Ipoh, Tzu Chi Ipoh. He's just checked in. Let us hear from him what he's doing during Chinese New Year. We heard that there was a meeting happened in Tara. So now, we invite you to share what you have been doing to help out the victims of the disaster.
Yeah. Hello. Yeah. Yeah. Hello, everybody. Good evening. So, wait. Thank you, Sister Tzu Chi, to join this group. But I want to share first because my English is very poor. So, but I try to say to share that day our in Ipoh Perak, Kampung Tawas, regarding the thunderstorm. So I want to share my screen. Is it okay now?
Okay, Brother Cosy.
Okay, I just share my screen.
Should be okay.
Sorry, today the lines very slow. Cannot. I think some problem lah. Oh, never mind lah. I just stop share first. Okay. I just explain something lah. Maybe later I share to. I already said to Miss Sister Tzu Chi, the image and the video lah. Okay. So I remember that there is January 31. January 31. So that is a Monday lah. So but the thunderstorm is 30 January Sunday, 6 o'clock something lah. Yeah, this picture. Thank you. Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah. So that day, and then after we received the news from our group, so 31 that day is our renewal, the last day of our Chinese New Year lah. So so Monday we group our Tzu Chi member. I think 12 member quickly to the Kampung Tawas to survey how many family to involve in this storm wind. Okay, that day we go to this kampong. Luckily, only 2 street, number 9 and number 11, the street. So very serious lah. So you can see the picture. All the roof already gone. You can see the picture. So after our survey, from 9 to 12, 9 to 12, so then we go back our center to discuss with our leader lah. So then we quickly to discuss. Every family we send a thousand ringgit now, 1,000 ringgit. So after lunch, after our simple lunch at our center, then after 2 o'clock, we already calculate all the money and then put inside the ang pao. Then we go to Kampong Tawas second time. So that the morning 9 to 12, we already record all the family who's involved, serious or not serious, and they need our help or no need lah. Luckily, yeah, we have 2 family. They already reject us to helping lah, because he said in this case they can survive. They can do themselves lah. They say this money you can to help other people lah. So we are hearing this, we are feeling very happy lah. So at this case, after 2, we already send 20. We already helping, I think 24 family lah. 24 family. Every family we got 1,000 ringgit lah. Because this is a last day of our Chinese New Year lah. So we don't know how to say lah. Next day they want to enjoy their New Year, and their family member all already come back. So our interview there, they say, you cannot so touched. He said so touched because come back this day. So very difficult lah, because some they are from Singapore, because already 2 years didn't see their family. So this they come back, and then their house got this thunderstorm. So they are feel very sad lah. So that day we are directly given to 1,000. They are feeling very happy lah, very happy. And that day, lucky, a lot our government member, they are from the Methodist, they are very quickly to clean the street, clean the street, and they send a lot of people to helping their with our kampong member lah. So this is our really this is our feeling now. Very sad about the family. I think my sharing here lah. Thank you.
Cảm ơn Brother Cosy for sharing with us. And then about Tzu Chi people is really helping the victims of the 2 days before Chinese New Year, right? 2 years before Chinese New Year, before the year of the Tiger Rock. So there was a disaster. That's why Tzu Chi is a world that never sleeps. Always there whenever disasters happens, and whenever there are sufferings, the first to arrive and the last to leave, right? So thank you for your wonderful sharing and your diligence. We shall invite Brother Joe to give us some words of wisdom and thoughts. Brother Joe.
Okay. Thanks, Sister Effie, for leading and also getting everybody together for the sharing. I think it's first of all, it's called a cozy session. I don't know. I don't know how cozy is supposed to be, but definitely filled with joy. because I'm so glad to be able to hear what everybody was doing and also had been doing for their Chinese New Year, because I wasn't there, and being able to hear your sharing and also seeing the joy, especially seeing the joy of everybody, you know, the kind of pride, the pride where you've done something, you've helped someone, and that you have put that smile and put that warmth, right? That put the smile on the face of others and put the warmth in the hearts of many. And I think that was something to be proud of. We're not doing this just so that we could put the smile on their face or put the warmth in their heart. But I think we're doing this because it's just part of us. You know, we are breathing, we are living, and that's how we do it. So very quickly, a rundown. So Sister Effie started by sharing how she spent the time doing the veggie promotion. And it's been a while, I think, for every Saturday. I think I always hear how after the morning sharing, you guys will be going on your way to the park and seeing whoever passes by, and it going from the very beginning when there were only a few people, and you prepare meals for them and bento boxes. I think not only are you promoting vegetarian, I think you are getting connected to the community and also forming very good affinity with people. I think that's always very, very kind, and especially how there is the you also mentioned that through all these activities, not only that, but also 寻法香 and also the online book studies, you are bonding together. I think that is very important. Slowly, I'm realizing that perhaps that's how the bodhisattvas work. Their bonding allows them to move in a more firm and steadfast way. And I think that's what Master had designed this for us, that it's not just family, but it's almost like classmates and also family. You know, you are working together, diligent, working together, and then you are caring for each other. And I think that's something that probably Master had designed for us. And then moving on to Sister Tzu Chi, always full of Dharma and also full of contemplation, the thoughts and deepened thoughts, especially from this morning. Yeah, indeed. The one thing that I thought about was that a lot of times we ourselves thought that we have to light a match. We ourselves have to hold the light in order to shine onto darkness. But Master so skillfully said that we ourselves, the Bodhisattva's body lights up. It's not that we are creating light. It's that we are ourselves, the light itself. And I think a lot of times it's not what we do. It's not how we actually solve the problem. I mean, if you look at the sign languages, where I think there was a video where the young girl started to tear up when she saw our sign language. I don't think it's the sign language itself, right, that moved her. It's you. It's the whole you. It's not just the sign language. It's the whole you. And I wanted to say that that's exactly, you think, or many people might think, it's because of the beautiful performance. You know, it's like you're holding the torch. It's like the sign language itself is the torch. That's what get people to be moved. And I think through today's morning, the wisdom at dawn, we know that you yourself is the torch. It's not that you're holding something that lights up, is that you yourself light up, and that moves people. it's not that you really, really, gave them 1,000 that really helped the tornado victims, but rather it's your sincerity. And I think that's that's something to be very proud of, something to be very proud of. And then you also talk about the online translation, and very special because this video was played twice later on by Sister YY also. And that shows how important that is. And also it shows how that was a very significant part of our past, of how the new year was. And because it saw that, once again, it's not the song that puts the smile on everybody's face. It's not the sign language. It's the fact that you get to have so many people doing the same thing. And it's not that, it's beautifully done. It is. But the fact that you have so many people together, that's in itself already beautiful. It's that, right? So it's the Bodhisattva's body that lights up. It's not that the Bodhisattva came with torches or came with flashlight. No, it's not. It's you yourself. Okay. And so I thought that was very, very nice. And I think in the middle, there was a Huiying, very interesting story. People were still asking about how the dog was. As you mentioned, right? Compassion is in our everyday lives. It's not just how we help others in the times of disaster, but rather for all sentient beings. And so when you hear the cry, and many people come from all corners to help, and I wanted to echo that. As you probably all know, that right now there's a war going on in Ukraine, right? There's Russia and Ukraine, and so many people in different parts of the world are gathering resources to try to help them. Today I received a phone call and of people who, so there are people that came to Tzu Chi and said that they wanted to, they need our help to help the Ukrainians. And so I returned their call. And upon hearing that we are Tzu Chi, returning the call, he cried for about a minute. He couldn't stop himself because he had relatives there in Ukraine. And he was touched just because we called back. And we didn't, it's not like we are ready to help because it's a war zone. We can't really do much. But the fact that we called back and he felt hope, or he felt strength, even though we didn't do anything. Really, I didn't do anything. I just called back and I told him that I'm from Tzu Chi and we have received your call earlier and now I'm returning your call. And he started crying. He couldn't help himself. And I think it's that strength. It's not that we did anything. It's the fact that we ourselves are the light because we call back with that care and with that hope, with that sincerity. So Sister YY mentioned that one of the very thing that also touched me was how for a very long time in the pandemic that she wasn't able to see her uncle and her auntie. And it touches me because I think this pandemic has changed us very much. How we remain to be unchanged, or how that bond between people can remain, is very important. We don't want it to be lost. So that's very important. So when you mentioned that for the very first time in 2 years, or since the pandemic started, you get to see them. I think that's good. And we hope that we could have that more often. And of course we have Chang Xiuqing, sister, who share with us with those voice of yours. I think it's something that we probably didn't hear very much of, but every bit of it is the sounds of strength, and so this is something that we also are very cherishing. Okay, so lastly, Brother Koki, thank you for the showing that video, and the video itself, I thought really show, the tornado was going through and the roof just gives in, and you could see that. I don't know how the person that was shooting this video, how they felt, but I definitely felt a lot of helplessness. Like you cannot do anything to stop it, and that's sad. But at the same time, I hear from Brother Koki that afterwards we have provided help, and you can imagine when somebody is feeling the most helpless, that there are hands of assistance. That will give you warmth, and I think that that's something that we should always do, and I think that's what we have done. So once again, be very proud, be very happy, be very joyous that we are part of this group, not because we're here to help people, but because we ourselves are the light that shines onto the darkest corners. We might not know of it. It's not that we are the flashlight, but rather we ourselves are the light that wherever we go, there is light and hope around all of us because we are there. It doesn't really matter what you actually did or how much money you brought for them, but the fact that you brought that sincerity and that care there, I think that goes a long way. So that's how I felt from today's Wisdom at Dawn, and so I think it resonates wonderfully with what all of you have shared today. Supposedly, at a time that is most auspicious, the Chinese New Year, there are still many, many people that are within the darkness that they might not even know. But because of your arrival, I think there was a part today, right, that talked about people don't even realize that there are people around them until the light shines in. And because of your arrival, many people, including that young lady who teared up because of a sign language, it's almost like, people are in their own isolated world. And after seeing that closeness, how you're willing to show your emotion and care. And when they are that close, it's almost like the light shines on, and then you realize that there are people around you, that there are love around you, that there are care, that there is hope. And then you begin to tear up and you begin to feel that there is indeed hope. So thank you. And I hope that through tonight and also through many videos, that also shines light. And then you realize that you are not alone, that there are so many people around you, that there are so much Dharma and so many family, friends around you, that you are not like that dog who are caught, who are trapped, but rather you are the ones helping and bringing hope. Okay, so thank you all. And I think it is indeed cozy in that it makes me realize that there are so many kind souls around me, even though I'm not there, even though that you are not here either. I'm sure that Master also felt that there are so many disciples and Tzu Chi members and volunteers around the world, also marching toward the same goal. And I think the light shines on always because all of us continue to do this work because we all believe. So thank you all. Took me a little bit longer time to go through everybody. I hope I didn't miss anyone, but thank you. It's indeed. I don't know what is supposed to be cozy. I think cozy for me means there's a sofa and there's a fireplace. That for me means cozy, but what I have here, this is as cozy as I can get it. Yeah. All right. Thank you.
And Brother Joe for giving us so much insight for today's session. To add on it, Brother Joe, just like the lady that cried, the tear, beside her is the mother. Actually, they went back to their home already after taking our veggie bento, and then they came back and they want to have master group. The master Chen, master love and mercy. So they came in and they donate. They went back to the home and they came back to the park again. So it really touches us. So after that, we present the sign language. Just a little add-on. So now I saw Brother Robert on screen. So Brother.
Yeah, I just want to share something to make this session cozier, because I think I think that there's something that probably a lot of brothers and sisters have not seen. This is a special performance, a special lion dance performance. It's not the normal lion dance performance. Let me show it. Okay, let me share. Sister Yvonne, I think you were there, isn't it? When the lion dance performance was there at my. Wait, sorry. Okay, just want to show a little bit of this lion dance, because this is an unusual lion dance that comes from our own so-called our Hakka group, from China, and somehow our Hakka association has been maintaining this special lion dance, very unusual type, but not as active and as colorful, or the normal lion dance lah, So this lion dance, because I think it's shared by everyone. This year we managed to have a small little gathering, so we invited this special lion dance to perform at our home, to bring a bit of merry so-called feelings to everyone. Yeah,
And Brother Robert for the cozy session, the lion dance. It's some time that we haven't seen a lion dance. So before the end here, we shall bring our sign language performance, where we go into the old folks home, the orphanage, the abandoned people, anytime, everywhere, we are there. So there's a short 3 minutes video as our ending. Now I shall pass the baton back to Sister Tzu Chi. Sister Tzu Chi, we'll play the video first.
Play the video.
Thank you. Thank you to both of you. The world is beautiful because of both of you. We are very thankful to you. Because of you. From me, our heart. I love the meeting in the world. Thanks so much. Both of you are very special today. Yes! 他并不传递。不坚持下没有我，不原谅对了。冇人我哋唔原諒嘅。心中烦恼来人永都放下了。给你一个笑容，因为孤独让我体会真实的富有。我也奉献渺小的自己给你，如此的云端，生命不断的循环，你我从来不曾拥有，不后应该分享。谢谢你，感谢有你，世界更美丽。
Thank you everyone for your presence here today. Now we shall take a group photo, shall we? And I'll invite Sister Tzu Chi to say the words, your share, your insights here, short insights after today's session.
So cozy. I'm sure everyone feel very cozy tonight and can sleep very well with bringing along a lot of very heartwarming and speechless already. Actually, just now when everyone watched the second video, it's as though I've been performing to the open air, invisible forces. Actually, is towards because we are at this old folks home, we are not allowed to enter to the military. So what can we do? So we were thinking, cannot just leave the food there. Our purpose, Master say, we are there to like radiance. Like today we heard, right, the radiance of the bodhisattva bodies shines into the places of deep darkness. Imagine these old people, they cannot come out and people cannot go into their places. So they were all stuck inside their small rooms. So that the only thing we can do is that we perform this sign language to them. And imagine, and then later we saw a lot of them are picking through the window. Some of them came up to the grill, like holding on the grill. This one is, I think a lot of them, more than half of them are from the street vagrants. Some don't have homes, some are like homeless, elderly, not sure due to whatever reason they are sent off to the street, some sent off by their children. So many of them, they are alone. So that's the reason why we are performing. Since we can't go inside we can't enter the dorm, so we try our best, we perform from outside. Very grateful to our Brother Joe for selfless giving of his time. Brother is already, we know, overstretching himself. So very grateful. And to all the brothers and sisters, to Sister Epi for the awesome facility, for the awesome hosting, and the brothers and sisters for all the great sharing. Special感恩 to Brother Kok-yi, because I just called him this morning, and actually his timetable is very packed. Almost every day, Brother Kok-yi, he is the diligence side. He will lead the 2 nian chanting online. So in fact, today he just finished the session and he rushed over to join us. So very感恩, Brother Kok-yi. Thank you, brothers and sisters, for your support and your presence. It makes a lot of difference.感恩. Hope that each of us could sustain this joy and take in another piece of our dear Dharma Master, beloved Dharma Master Shen Yan, and love our life. Let us invite Brother Joe to lead us in making 3 bows to the Buddha and Sangren as we depart to apply these wonderful teachings in our everyday life. Let us pay our respects to our teachers of life, universal truth. Palms together. First bow. Second bow. And third bow. Okay.感恩 everyone. See everyone tomorrow. We have a great session tomorrow. Take care.
Cảm ơn.
Bye.
Cảm
Chào
ơn.
everyone.
Good night. Good night,
Hey, good
buddy.
night.
Cảm
Good
ơn. See you
night.
tomorrow.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye.
Roger.
Bye. Take care, everyone. Stay safe.
Good night, everyone.